muted. Your mic is muted.
Yes. Can you can you
Yes.
hear me now? Okay. Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the World Meditation Hour. It's such a pleasure to be with all of you on this World Meditation Hour, creating this wonderful vibrations and spreading it in the world. So today, before meditation means a connection. Meditation means remembrance. Meditation of means knowing who I am really. That's what we learn in Raj Yoga meditation. So today we will start with a little relaxation practice, and then we're gonna share a wonderful story with you. I know everybody likes listening to stories, so this is our story, and we would love to hear. When I heard it the first time, I really enjoyed. So, getting into experience of enjoying the story while experiencing it. So, we're going to do something different today. So, let's start by sitting comfortably. Sit, and we're going to relax our body first. So, if possible, can you sit with your spine erect and relax your entire body, starting from your toes? Relax your toes. And every time we mention any body part, you just start relaxing it as if you're releasing all tension from your body and becoming mindful that all the tension is being released. Relax your feet, relax your ankles, your knees, and relax the entire legs. Just feel as if all the tension slowly by slowly is releasing from the legs, and the legs have become very, very light. Just go with the directions, with the commentary. And if any other thoughts are coming in the mind, just let them pass and don't pay attention to them. Right now, just relax the whole body. Relax your upper body, the stomach, relax your back, relax the entire upper body, and just let go of any tension that you might feel. Relax your arms and your shoulders. We tend to hold on to a lot on our shoulders. So just drop your shoulders, and you might want to circle them a little bit and just drop it. And relax your neck and let go. Relax your head. Relax all facial muscles. A nice smile on the face. As if everything for now, the past or the future or anything, just let go. Let's not think about anything, not even having expectations from self. How I feel, how I'm going to feel, what I should feel. Let's remove all those questions and let's just be in the moment. Come to the present moment right now. This moment is precious, where I promise to myself that this time is for myself. Now just watch your breath The breath going in and out. And just full focus on the breath. See if you can focus fully on the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Normal breathing in and exhale. That air on the tip of your breathing out from the nose, feeling it on your lips. Breathe in and out and release any tension from your mind. And now see the screen of the mind where the thoughts are going on, as if you're watching ocean waves. And each thought is like a wave. There are big waves and small waves. Some have strong thoughts, some are very mild thoughts. Just watch them. And you let them pass, like how you're standing at a seashore and you're watching the ocean, but you're not analyzing, you're not saying why is the ocean like this? You're just watching it as a detached observer. Same way you're watching the screen of your mind, which is like the waves of the ocean. And just let them pass, like how the waves of the ocean. In your ears, hear the sound of the waves of the ocean. We have experienced that in the past, so just bring that sound as you see the waves of the ocean go up and down in the form of thoughts in the mind. But I am a detached observer watching these thoughts. If you start to analyze or get into your thoughts, just tell your mind, not right now. Leave it aside and say, I'm not going to think about anything right now. I'm just a detached observer, as if there's two separate things. The thoughts and you are separate. You're watching it like a spectator. If you start to indulge, bring it back. And see how the waves get smaller and smaller and calmer and quieter as we start to watch them like a detached observer and not indulge into them, not analyze them. You'll start to feel as if the mind has just calmed. You start to feel a little bit of silence in between those thoughts. Now take a deep breath in and become aware of the one who's creating, the one who's watching these thoughts is the invisible being, the invisible being that cannot be seen with these eyes, but is the one who's using these eyes, the one who's watching these thoughts, the one who's experiencing, the one who says, my eyes, my body, my ears. The one who's saying my is the invisible one. And that is me. So let's become aware of this invisible being, the true self. You can use a visual of a tiny star sparkling in the center of the forehead. The visualization helps focus. So just see yourself as a tiny sparkling star in the center of the forehead, using these eyes, using these ears, using all these sense organs to experience, to feel. It's nice to just keep that visual in the center of the forehead and experience the quietness as you start to feel that this invisible experiencer is the one who is doing all this. Take a deep breath in and let go gradually. And now we have a wonderful meditation practitioner with us. Her name is Sister Anita, and she would be sharing a story with us. This story that everyone, each one of us can relate to because it's our story. So, over to Sister Anita.
Om Shanti.
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, yes. Puja, that was a beautiful meditation. I literally felt as if all the tension is walking out of my body like stick figures. It was really wonderful. So, everyone, still try to hold that awareness, being in the present moment, where Sister Puja brought all of us our attention to that important thing, right? We need to be in our present moment. So just hold that awareness and let's enjoy a journey in the form of a story. We all love stories, right? We read stories, we tell stories, but it's mostly about others. This is a story about us, it's our story. So here it goes. In far, far away place, beyond the sky, in another dimension, there lives a race of conscient beings. Their word is very different than ours. Their word is a word of light and it's non physical in nature. These conscient beings, they appear like tiny points of light. We can call them souls or spirits. One of the very unique thing about their world is that all of them live like one family in that world of light. Can you imagine a family with such a large number of, you know, such big large family, but their family has some beautiful, unique features. They all live in harmony with each other, something we all desire. Their word is a word of perfection. They live in peace and experience bliss. One of the most unique thing about their word is that are they always feel very secure in their word. Security is something we want and we seek it too. Their word is a word of complete silence. Even when we want to enjoy peace, right? We seek silence. We look for quiet places, or we travel to places which are quieter. So they actually live in silence. So, can you imagine the peace what they experience all the time? Very often we hear the silence is qualified in our word as dead silence, right? But silence in their word is a very sweet silence. It's a silence which fills you with love and feeling of absolute peace. They have one very unique feature or similarity with us, and that is that they love to travel. They are voyagers and travelers by nature. So they took a long, long trip to another dimension, the other world, which is physical in nature. So conscient beings from the non physical world, when they come to a physical world, they need some support to experience the world, to experience the physical world and travel. So they take bodies. We can think bodies like a vehicle which the conscient beings are using to travel and to experience the physical world. As we know, the physical world is made up of five elements of nature: water, air, fire, earth, and ether. And what is common among these elements? What is the nature? That they constantly change. We know it, we experience it, right? Similarly, the bodies are also made up of these five elements of nature. As the elements of nature change, so are these bodies. They are changing constantly, they are aging. There comes a time when these bodies are so aged and fragile that it ceases to exist. So there comes, so what it means is that for these conscient beings, there is a time of entry and then there is a time of exit from this vehicle. Now, something else which we also sometimes experience, right, happens with them, that they have traveled far, far away to a different dimension from their home. And as they stay longer and longer in the different world, the memory of their own home starts fading. Initially, when they started the journey, they remember their home, they remember their original qualities, they remember how they lived at their homes. So they lived in harmony, in peace, and really enjoying the physical world. But as the journey and the stay became longer, they started forgetting the home. The memory of the home started fading. Sometimes we also experience, we go on a vacation, right? We enjoy it so much we forget home. During their journey, during their stay, what's happening, what other things happening is that as they are forgetting, their true nature, they started identifying with the body. They started thinking that they are the body. And as we said earlier, that body is constantly changing and it ages, and there comes a time when it doesn't exist anymore. But as the identity gets tied up with this body, they want to do anything, everything to hold on to this body. The thought of losing it brings in a very unknown experience for them, which is very foreign to them, and that is insecurity. In their own home, they are always secure, but away from their home in a different dimension, slowly the insecurity starts coming in. And insecurity is a bedrock for a lot of other emotions and experiences which are foreign to them. Insecurity gives a birth to fear, it gives birth to anxiety, anger, jealousy, which in turns lead to a lot of other things which they were not very familiar with, and that's unhappiness, sorrow, sadness. More they were experiencing this, harder they tried to hold on to the body and the possessions, what they have created and owned through this body. But as we know, something which is changing, which is temporary, no matter how hard we try to hold on to it, it doesn't stay the same. It's like a sand. We try to hold sand in our palm, right? No matter how hard we hold, it still slips through our fingers. And ultimately, the hand is empty. So the possessions, what they gathered around them, with which they started identifying themselves, like their nationality, like their job, like their um, savings, like their house, like their cars, they were all changing. Like we know in today's world, right? The countries are merging and dividing more often than before. Nationality changes just in a second. You identify with your job. Today, the company exists, and tomorrow, either it is merges with some other company or it doesn't exist anymore. So, the basic thing is whatever in the physical world, whatever exists today, it may or may not exist tomorrow. And even if it exists, the shape and form is always different, it changes constantly. We cannot deny that change. We cannot run away from that reality. Whatever existed before doesn't exist now. Or even if it is there, its shape and form and name, everything is different. We have tons of examples around us. So, who are these conscient beings? Who are they? They are us. They have traveled so for such a long time, so far away from home, that they live now in the state of confusion and delusion. We are going to show you a little video which actually depicts the same what I just shared. When we put the words and the visual together, it becomes easier for mind to hold the vision and see if you can actually put the words and the visuals together and hold that vision. And we will lead you how that vision in the next steps, how that vision can help you meditate and experience the home. So, Sister Pooja, can we please share the video?
Yes.
Thank you. Pooja, we cannot hear the sound.
Once upon a time, I, the soul, the being of light, live in my home, the home of all souls. My Father, the highest of all beings, also lives here. In the midst of peace and serenity, at some point a stirring happens within me. This stirring pushes me to come down to a wonderful new world to play my part. The new earth is beautiful and bountiful. I am new, like a fully loaded and supremely charged battery. I am also totally aware of my truth, of my true identity, a being of light energy. Time passes by. Since I am a soul within a physical body, I begin to change. My battery is no longer supremely charged, but I am still fully charged. As a new being on earth, I am still aware of my true form, a being of truth and a powerful soul. My body enjoys the full potential of a self-aware soul. I am full of love, peace, health and happiness. Then a shift begins. I forget myself, my true identity. I create many little false identities, little I's, possessions, talents, wealth, beauty, strength. I begin to identify myself with these I's, that these are components of my whole being. I become body conscious. The biggest evidence of this shift is I begin to experience sorrow.
Thank you, Pooja. So, as you see in a short visual clip, you saw the same story what I was sharing. We are going to lead you into meditation now. Try to hold the visual in your mind with the story what you heard and with the video what you have seen. It helps you to visualize more easily in a more natural way. It'll help you to focus your mind. And let's try to do a meditation and see how the experience goes. Puja?
Sorry for the delay.
It's okay. We are meditating.
For a few minutes, we reflect on the inner being, the higher being. Withdrawing our attention from sounds, movements, and actions, and turning to that what is subtle and eternal. We enter the experience of silence and light. And whilst thinking with courage and sincerity about the real nature of things, one realizes that the inner being is from a different dimension, another world. The inner being does not belong to this earth. The real I does not belong to the physical universe. The real I, in a true sense, is a guest in this world, a guest in this body. The guest can temporarily use anything, but doesn't own those things. A guest enjoys the beauty and the newness of it all. Enjoys the variety, but needs nothing. A guest has his home and family and everything at home. A guest is free to come and go. And is amused by every scene that presents itself. There is no question of possessing anything. And as a consequence, in the guest consciousness, there is no fear of losing anything, nor anyone. Such joy, such calm. There is entertainment in being a guest. Nothing is mine, so I can't lose anything ever. No worries, no stress, no need for attachments or dependencies or ego. What a relief! The mind becomes so calm and so serene. Feelings of deep, solid peace emerge. A guest appreciates and respects, delights and plays, shares and cares. A guest stays light and enjoys the visit. Internally free to learn, to appreciate, and to love in a clean way. Without expectations, without getting stuck in attachments. It is a temporary visit to Earth. A guest can leave it all behind in a second. A guest is free.
After this meditation, coming into sound feels like an effort, right? Doesn't seem like it's natural. So we are conscient beings from a non-physical world. We have come to this physical world to experience and explore. And this physical world has welcomed us, provided us with the support and the things so our stay and journey could be enjoyable. We should be accepting their support and help with the gratitude. Use it respectfully, but always be aware that we don't own it. So we talked about the non-physical world. We also have talked about the physical world where the conscient beings have come to travel, to explore, and passing through this physical world as a guest. In the beginning of the story, we said they all live as one family in that world of light. Want to talk a little bit more about the family. One distinct feature of a family is a unit, what we call family, has two things: parents and children. Like in this physical world, we have parents for this body. Similarly, in the world of light, all the conscient beings are living as one family. They also have a parent, their father. We call him Supreme Soul. And there are very interesting similarities. One is, like in physical world, children always look up to the parents to find answers. Especially young children, they expect and they believe that the parents knows everything. They know everything. They have a solution for every problem. But here is the interesting part of the non-physical world. The father of the conscient beings, the Supreme Soul, he is forever virtuous. He does have the answers for all the things. He does offer solutions for everything. He is ocean of knowledge. He is ocean of love, and he is ocean of peace. You know why we call him that he is ocean of knowledge? The one of the common thing about ocean is that we cannot actually see the end of it. It's endless. Same as with the Father. His knowledge is so vast and so deep, it's endless. His love is so pure and for everyone that it is endless. The peace the children experience in his company is so complete, it's so peaceful because it's experienced in that sweet silence that the children feel, experience the bliss instantly. The father, he never forgets two things: where home is and who are all his children. He never takes a body. So he never gets into the confusion of identity. He always knows where he's from, who he is, and who all are his children. So we want to share TQ through another guided meditation where you try to experience the Father, the Supreme Soul. And the thought behind that is that children, whenever they are under stress, whenever they are unhappy, whenever you have too much to deal with, you just want to go home. You want to feel relaxed. The moment the children are with their parents, they say, I am okay. I'm good. I'm home. So let's see if you can do the journey now back to the home and get connected with the Father and experience the peace, love, and the bliss which He always offers. Sister Pooja?
In the dimension beyond sound and change, in the world beyond time, filled with silence and light, resides the Supreme Soul, the Father of all souls. A being of light, like a beautiful sparkling star, forever wise, generous, gentle, and kind. So beautiful and royal, a being so selfless and respectful, endlessly loving. He has no needs or desires. He is egoless and altruistic. Ignorant of arrogance and calculation. He is innocent of vices and unknowing of desires. He is the ocean of wisdom. He remains beyond that which is transitory. He is beyond superficial pleasures, and he never enters into the ignorance of depending on that which is temporary. That is why He is the ocean of peace, the ocean of love. He is the supreme Mother and Father of all souls. When the mind is immersed in His sweet company, pleasant feelings are flooding the heart. Such tranquility, so safe. Such comfort, a feeling of eternal lightness and of flying. Not the intrusiveness of physical contact, but a refined aligning of minds and beautiful, tender feelings, full of goodness, complete transparency and trust, because of the purity of heart. Such is the supreme, and such is the experience in His presence. He is like an ocean of bliss, infinitely positive and filled with endless goodness, noble and royal and elegant, never imposing, without show, incognito love, simple, royal, silently solid love, without pretense, without conditions, authentic and clean. A force that uplifts and enriches, that empowers. Such is our Supreme Father, the Supreme Light, the Eternal Father of all souls.
That was wonderful. Getting connected with the Father, the Supreme Soul. Um, Sister Pooja, would you like to say the
Um,
last comments?
does anyone have any questions? You can ask me or Sister Anita. She can answer those. Anita or Pooja, anybody can answer if anyone has questions. And we actually offer a meditation course at the Manhattan Meditation Center. So we can actually, Sister Anita, if you can share the link on the chat box to everyone. So you can come and learn the meditation, and it's so easy that you can do it by yourself. You will not need a guided commentary. Just by doing the course, you can guide yourself into the meditation and experience a whole. This is just a gist of it. So it's a vast meditation experience that takes you deeper into understanding self and understanding supreme. And it is offered for free. There's no charge. All the courses offered are for free. And for now, we're offering it online, virtual on Zoom. If you register online, there are certain dates. You just go and explore the website. There's dates on it. There is different programs. There's commentaries. You can use that website, which we put on the chat. So if you can copy that website, and you can even pass it on to your friends and family, and everyone can take benefit. That is our purpose, just to serve and help everybody take this benefit, as we are benefiting a lot from this meditation. So good evening to everyone and a good night. And it was a pleasure that you all joined. It was a pleasure doing meditation together, just like I said in the beginning, that everyone doing meditation together, experiencing this peace, is contributing to the world. When I experience peace, I contribute what I experience to the world, and that is called the World Meditation Hour. You spread what you experience. So, first is yourself, and then giving it to the world. So, have a good night, and it was a pleasure. If anybody has questions, please put them on the chat, or you can unmute and ask us.